Iowa 1st District House Representative Rod Blum and his colleagues have had less than 30 days work days in Washington. And already, there are 2 Democrats prepared to challenge Blum in November of next year.
Just yesterday, Hotel President Ravi Patel announced his bid for the seat. He joined former Lieutenant Governor candidate Monica Vernon, who announced back in January.
Fox 28 News reporter Kevin Berry explains why both those candidates are taking a page out of Rod Blum's playbook as they gear up for 2016.
Well, they both run businesses, which is exactly what Rod Blum used to set himself apart from Democrat Pat Murphy, who has a long history in the State House but not much experience outside of it. Now, both Democratic candidates could try to sell themselves as more of an outsider than the guy who won as an outsider.
Business doesn't just mean Republican.
That's the hope for candidates like Monica Vernon and Ravi Patel. Years ago, Vernon started her own research company.
I remember borrowing a computer so I could do my first research study so that I could then use that money to buy my own computer.
She helped other companies take their products to market. Now the product is her, and she's selling against Patel, who worked his way to be the president of Hawkeye Hotels in his mid-20s.
But over the last span of 4 or 5 years, I've really been focusing on the new economy and startups and young entrepreneurs.
Resumes like those might normally belong to Republican hopefuls, but Vernon says that's a thing of the past because of what small businesses need.
You know, I think you're seeing a shift in our country where the small business owner may feel more comfortable with the Democratic Party.
For Patel, living in the hotels that his parents ran meant he worked alongside their employees.
So I've had a unique experience to work with my associates, and so I know the struggles that they go through.
He says now he's looking out for all Americans. Tim Hagel at the University of Iowa says it gives them a perspective many liberals don't have when it comes to the relationship between business and government regulation.
For folks like Vernon and Patel, they can say, yes, we understand that burden and we think that it's not that bad, we can still be successful and do more. You know, that's going to be essentially the argument that they would try to make.
Hagel says if Patel or Vernon or even somebody else just with a similar background ends up being the party's nominee, it could neutralize a big part of Blum's resume.